Three-quarter time at Myers Reserve. Laurie's been up there coaching, I think, because at three-quarter time, Eric.
Belpost still 15-4, lead Thompson 7-6.
So a couple of surprises at three-quarter time in round 14 of the GDFL. Here it's 14 points of difference. Sean Stewart gets Werribee running again through Crystallonia, gets a kick free, goes towards half forward. Fogarty can't pick it up at the first occasion. Under attack, Kennedy's there, breaks free, gets a right foot kick away. Zitko should be able to take the mark and he's told to hold, and he does as Luke Luddick wraps him up. And it will be Zitko goes short, looking for and finding Carlo Toole. He's still at half back. Lockwood gives him a lead. And he goes short back to Zitko. Has to take the slips catch and can't do so. Off hands. And they've got the numbers here. Werribee with David Kennedy. Handball to Paul Hart. Was in the back line in the third quarter. Can start the final term with a goal, but he can't do so. 3 for 1 behind to Paul Hart. So
Andrew Howlett did say there was a few players out of position, did he not?
Yeah, well, he actually did say that. He said you're in unaccustomed positions, but give you your best, so you can't ask him more than that, I guess.
13-8-86 Werribee. North Geelong 10-11-71. Short kick by Zitko. Found McCarthy. Goes short to Jones. He's got Robertson short and Price short. And looking for something further afield. Daniel Gibbs is there, as is Troy Elzinger. He's got McCall at centre half back by himself, so he waited and that was okay. And he's got Carlo Toole. He goes further afield. It's 2-on-1. Burns, Kennedy. It's 2-on-1 here. Burns has done well to hold it up. Gibbs is there. Handball over the top to Perkins. Can't pick it up. It's at half forward. Beck off the ground. Defensive play again. Look at that. Rolls it over the boundary line. Out of bounds for a throw in.
He's the old traditional defender, Roland Beck, Laurie, isn't he? He just doesn't like forwards getting kicks.
Nothing fancy, right, is he? He just does his job.
Oh, absolutely. So the ball out of bounds. Centre wing. Ball comes in. Stewart and Rathje. Ball comes down. Running onto the footy there was young Perkins. Handball. Well, players are slipping a bit now. There's perhaps a bit of dew coming down. The upshot of it was that Lockwood has picked up the footy.
Goal.
And it was touched by, would you believe, I think the North Geelong.
No, free kick. Michael Rowe.
Well, that's incredible. So the ball actually went through the goals, touched by Michael Rowe, but the umpire has put a whistle on play and the free kick has gone to Michael Rowe. 2 minutes into the final quarter, just the sort of start that North would want. Rowe, I think, has kicked the goal. Goal umpire certainly verified that. So Michael Rowe has kicked his second. It's the first goal of the final quarter. It's gone to North Geelong. They are now 11-11-77. They trail Werribee Central's 13-8-86. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, almost 3 minutes in that first final quarter.
Actually, I'd like to see a replay of that. I think there might have been a little bit in that, Eric, actually.
In the free kick?
Yes, I think it might have been there.
I was sort of... I was watching the flight of the ball, actually, and didn't see the two
he
players wrestling.
He might have got held out, I think.
Or over the shoulder, one or the other. Yeah. From the ruck contest in the middle, Robertson and Stewart. Stewart gets it down again. Warren Foley in the middle this time. Rides a bump. Handball away to Kennedy. On half forward, goes to the right foot kick. Shocking kick off the boot. Heath Buck slips catch, can't take it. Carlo Toole overruns it, gets a push in the back from Paul Hart. No free kick. Falls to the back of the pack. Andrew Howlett walks in, kicks the goal.
Oh.
Goal number 4 for Andrew Howlett. The quick reply, Carlo Toole will be dirty on the umpire, I think, for not getting a push in the back.
It was blatantly in the back, surely.
If I saw it, it must have been. 14-8-92, Werribee Centrals. They lead North Geelong 11-11-77. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 3.5 minutes played.
Well, I guess if you're a coach, Laurie, and they're consistently not paying it, you've got to play to that, don't you? And I don't like it, but that's why it is.
I agree, Eric. I don't like it either, and I think you've got to pay the free kicks when they're there, to be quite honest with you, and it deters from the game.
So the ball back in the middle, 4 minutes into the final quarter, a goal apiece in this final quarter. So the umpire puts it in the air once again. Robertson and Stewart. Robertson gets a tap down to Elzinger. Handball to Price. Price, the long kick to full forward. Flack is, he's pushed under the ball a bit by his opponent there in Hopkins. Does a fine job. Clears the ball wide to the wing. It's a one-on-one contest. David Gibbs and Cook. And Cook, well, he went for the safety of the boundary and he was fairly blatant too, I think, but found it. No, the umpire hasn't paid the free kick. I'd be surprised they paid one now. They haven't done it all day. So between half forward, flank and wing, outer side at Osborne Park, the ball comes back into play. Stewart and Robertson. Robertson's found a new lease of life in this last quarter. He's got up high there, gets the tap forward. Head high tackle there to Gibbs David. And will take the free kick. He slipped into the free kick, I thought. But He certainly was tackled high over the shoulder. Well, the umpire won't allow him to play on. He was about a metre too far off the mark, so he has to do it again. A bit stiff then because Flack had taken the mark within kicking distance. So David Gibbs, outside 50, comes back into the corridor. Robinson, threw the ball to young Chris Fryers. He goes for the goals, and off
Corey
the ground is Corey Lockwood, the soccer style goal. The ball, no hands involved whatsoever, and Corey Lockwood kicks his first after 3 behinds, and North Geelong's 12th. 12-11, 83. North Geelong, they trail Werribee Central's 14-8-92. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, 5.5 minutes last quarter.
Manchester United would have been happy with that, Laurie, wouldn't they?
Yes, I just think, I wonder whether it's that time just to give Chris Smith a run in the ruck. Robbo's just starting to get on top a little bit in this quarter.
So back in the middle, Stewart's still there, up against Ray Robertson. Both teams look very solid when they move the ball from the middle, from the ruck contest. Robertson goes up and gives it to Lockwood again. It leaves it though, and Stewart doesn't. Gives it away to Kennedy by hand. Sits for Kennedy okay. Goes to the right boot, the lead on from Hart. He goes in that direction and plucks the mark out of the air.
Bit big for
Carlo Toole. Lead on. Justin Johns in the pocket. Kicks to him. Doesn't sit for him. Hearns there, and
Shocking
it's over the boundary
That's
line.
Shocking.
And it will be a boundary throw in 30 metres around from goal. So, players filtering down. Chris Smith told to push back, fill the hole, and Ray Robertson, Peter Gray to do the ruck work. Gray in front, taps it to the side of the pack. Through the middle was Fogarty. Zitko there as well, played for a free kick, didn't get one. Jones in there also fighting hard, and Luddick. And it will be a ball up about 30 metres out from the Werribee goal. Umpire Hallett puts the ball in the air. Gray tries to take it out. Robertson taps it along towards Daniel Gibbs. Tried to break free on hands and knees. And too high, said the umpire. That will be a free kick. And Warren Foley and Luke Luddick don't want to let him go. They have now. And a long lead from Simon Flack. He goes in that direction now, but it's a terrible kick once again. Lockwood in front, and Kennedy off hands. Chris Delaney wrapped up by Lockwood. Got the hands free though to Hopkins. And he runs away, goes at half forward with a left foot kick. Good kick for distance. Buck uses strength off the hands. Free kick.
Got to be a free kick.
And it will be a free kick.
Took a while to blow the whistle, didn't it? I think the players were prepared to go on.
So Heath Buck, who has kicked 2 goals this afternoon, to line up for goal number 3 from point blank range.
The other umpire coming in. What's happening?
50. Wouldn't have made much difference. He was 2 metres out. He's now 0 metres out.
Just wondering whether there was some words spoken further up the field, because the other central umpire ran down.
So Heath Buck from directly in front now for goal number 3. And the 15th for Werribee Centrals. He comes in and has kicked his third. 15-8-98 Werribee Centrals. They lead North Geelong 12-11-83. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 8 minutes played.
Well, in real terms, Laurie, it's just a little bit of lack of discipline, and like at this stage in the game, you can ill afford that.
No, that's right, Eric. And I just seeing that Jason Hopkins, haven't seen him play before. Looks like a good player. Looks like a player you don't want to drag too close to the down the ground of the footy, because he can run a bit. He's done some good things back there. Haven't seen him. You seen him play before?
No.
No.
What do you make of the change? Flack to centre half forward and Rasty to full forward? I don't know. I thought Rasty'd done pretty well.
Russell sort of suggested that Flack's the go-to player, so I guess that's why they put him there. But there's no good leading down the ground too far, which Flacky was just doing then.
True. Well, that's thrown up in the middle. Werribee take the ascendancy, and it comes to Chris Smith. Drives it long to full forward. Big pack of players up there. Good defensive work there by McCarthy. Punches for the safety of the boundary. Unfortunately doesn't find it. Picked up there by Johns. Goes back towards centre half forward. Up high there, Heath Buck. Can he get it on second grab? He can't. Werribee come clear through a handball. It's gone to Daniel Gibbs. Over to Darryl Jones. Terrible kick from Jones, but it's into the arms of David Gibbs. On the left foot goes to Price. Price, if he gets it, he's away. Has a bounce. Has a second bounce. He's run to 50. Not bad on the left foot. He's gone bang from the left foot and has kicked the goal. Great work there by Paul Price. Great goal. And North Geelong come back again. That's their 13th. 13-11-89. They trail Werribee Central's 15-8-98. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, 10 minutes into the final quarter. Good play there, Laurie.
Great bit of play there, yeah. They look very dangerous when they get into the ball and they get
Looks
a run
so much
on
better
them.
when they run, don't they?
Oh, don't they? Yep. They sort of tried to play Werribee's game in the second and third quarter and probably came undone.
So back in the middle, Robertson and Stewart. Umpire Hallett throws the ball in the air. Stewart gets it down again. Price roves the pack. He's wrapped up though and loses the football. Still in the middle of the ground, trying to get it free. Lockwood at the back of the pack. Roland Beck. Oh, he threw it out. The umpire saw
He
it.
saw it too.
Oh, jeez, that was good eyes from Bob Hallett, because he was behind the play, but it was thrown out. Oh, Price, be careful, Peter Gray running across the mark. Oh, Paul Price trying to get 50 then, so he goes wide to Burns. Doesn't sit for him, but he's got a bit of time. Then he goes short to Darryl Jones. He runs on. That's play on. He has to go on the left. Goes nowhere really in particular. Kennedy takes the mark at half back. Goes wide looking for Warren Foley. Doesn't find him. Picks it up on the half volley. Rides the bump. Gives it away to Andrew Hawkes. Close to the boundary line. Gets a kick away. Jones falls over the crucial stage. On hands and knees. Crawls after it. Gray gets it. Handball back towards McCall. And Jones is there again. He tries to handball it free to Hearn. Oh, he leaves it behind pressure. Handball from Cook. Got it in front of Fogarty. Now we can run away from Gibbs and break free. Takes a bounce at half forward. Keep running, says Andrew Howlett. Kick the goal. He runs in and
kick the goal.
has
Kick the goal.
kicked the goal over the back. Sean Fogarty, his first. And that is the 16th for Werribee Centrals. They go to 16-8-104. They lead North Geelong 13-11-89. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard 11.5 minutes played.
That's a good sign, Laurie, with Werribee. Every time North look as if they're coming back, Werribee were able to answer them almost straight away.
Yeah, certainly, Eric, and that probably equally as good as goal as Pricey, probably. Yeah, it was a good goal there. A couple of efforts there, Jonesy probably could have done a little bit better then if he had a
I think
choice.
he's looking very tired.
He's tired.
He's covered a lot of miles today. Umpire with the footy in the middle. 12 minutes, final quarter. Stewart done a great job in the ruck. So's Robertson. Comes down to Russell Hearn. Kicks the big torpedo. It's gone to centre half forward into open territory. Leading in the race for the ball is Michael Rowe, but he can't get hold of it. And away comes Werribee. Little chip pass over the top there was from Taylor and is taken by Chris Delaney. Delaney now, very ordinary kick, push in the back, over the shoulder, said the umpire. It's gone to Burns of North Geelong on centre wing. On the left foot, chips it to Russell Hearn, who's made space on the half-forward flank. Picks it up on the left also, chips the ball to Flack, but oh gee, a terrible kick. Great work, Simon Flack picked it up, blind turn, but kicks it out of bounds on the full. So let himself down, Simon Flack, then did a fantastic job to get the footy and avoid the tackle, but the ball's out of bounds on the full, a few metres from the behind post. So it's Taylor again for Werribee Centrals with the football. Comes clear now. Kicks it well out of the defensive area. Up high there was Kennedy. It's all North Geelong there. Burns kicks it back to where it's come from. Comes to ground. Picked up there by Perkins. Handballs over to Price. Price to the goal square. Well, bit of wrestling again. It's all, well, I was going to say it was all Werribee there, but...
free kick.
It's paid too high.
So it's, goodness gracious me, I don't know. Daniel Gibbs has the free kick. That's all I'm going to say. He's 10 metres out. Andrew Howlett is having a quiet word to umpire Hallett. So Daniel Gibbs, I say no more. In he comes, directly in front, lays back on it, straight over the goal umpire's head. He's kicked his first and the 14th for the North Geelong side. 14-11-95. They trail Werribee Central 16-8-104. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard 14 minutes final quarter.
Well, there you go. Laurie, they just can't seem to shake them, can they? They're just
No,
hanging
not
in there,
North.
aren't they, North?
No.
They need two in a row, don't they?
I just felt the Werribee side was just a little bit cute there around the goal area rather than push that ball with a
Well, I thought there
punch or
was
something.
the call was there to punch it over the top. Didn't quite get it properly. I don't think it might have missed it.
You've got to execute it properly and get it away.
Agreed.
Back in the middle, Robertson and Stewart. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Stewart big thump this time towards centre half forward. Jones comes across, doesn't take it with him. Burns is there, Zitko as well, clearing kick by him. Back towards the middle, Lockwood runs back with a fly to the footy, punched away by Hawkes. Goes, danger, falls into the arms of David Gibbs, runs free, lead on from Michael Rowe, goes in that direction. No mark play on the call. Taylor can run away. Ratchie makes up some ground, but he goes with his left boot wide, looking for Justin Johns, doesn't sit for him. Fries turns him inside out, does well, gets up the kid, goes with the left boot, short little kick towards Perkins, doesn't take it with him, needs some support. Chris Smith's there, handball to nobody in particular. Lockwood runs out at a pace, doesn't sit for him though, runs through the middle. Price comes in, bumped up off it though by Gray. Handball only as far as Jones. Runs back. Lost it. Then goes back past McCarthy. Kennedy. Zitko was going to kick it off the ground. Then he elects to go over the top. Now McCarthy goes wide looking for Daniel Gibbs. Does it sit for him? Yes, it does. He can get a handball over the top. He's done well to brother David. Handball back to brother Daniel. He goes with a blind. Gets around. Goes on the right foot towards Rowe. Has to sit and wait. Off his hands. Foot race now. Hopkins gets back there and sees it over the boundary line in the right forward pocket.
There's a bit of pressure out there, Laurie, all of a sudden.
Yes, I think so, Eric. If North could snare one here, there'd be some pressure in this game, I'm going to tell you.
Yes, it really bring the game back to life. Not that it's not now. Ball out of bounds, 25 metres from the behind post. Deep in the attacking area for North Geelong. In comes the ball. Chris Smith doing the ruck work, gets it back to left chuck. Off the left foot, tries to clear the area, but he's only gone as far as Michael Rowe. And almost within kicking distance, Michael Rowe, I'd suggest. He's inside 50. And fairly acute angle, but I think that's not a bad pocket to kick goals from on this ground. Michael Rowe moves in over the 50-metre line. Good looking kick. I tell you what, if it's got the distance, it's a goal. The goal umpire will tell us it is. So we've got a game on our hands now. Michael Rowe's third. North Geelong's 15th. 15-11, 101. They trail Werribee Central 16-8. 104. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, 16 minutes last quarter.
Well, we said they needed 2 in a row, Loz, didn't they? Just to get back there. They're 3 points down now, and half the quarter gone.
She's a game now.
Last time we were here, I think it was a bit like this, wasn't it?
Yeah, Bannockburn. Yeah, you're right.
4 points.
Back in the middle. Robertson and Stewart. Stewart gets it down, but Hearn roves the pack. Handball to Corey Lockwood. They're running. This is when they're good. Ball kick off the boot. Flack on the half volley. Back to Lockwood. Gets around at 50. Takes a bounce. Runs inside. Handball to David Gibbs. Turns around. 15 metres out.
Missed it.
Has missed. One behind to David Gibbs. 1 goal, 1. His personal tally 15-12, 102. North Geelong 16-8, 104. Werribee Centrals. Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard. 17 minutes played.
Final score AFL Carlton 19-17. Fremantle 8-8.
So, at Optus Oval, Carlton the win over Fremantle.
Roland Beck with the football to kick in after that behind. So, bit of pressure. Called to play on now. Kicks the ball long towards the... Jason Rasty straight out pushed left chuck in the back there, and Chris Smith was allowed to take the mark as he fell forward. So, Chris Smith kicks it high to centre wing. Big pack of players out there. Great mark. Heath Buck, eyes only for the football. The only player that ever looked like marking that, Laurie, I'd say.
Yep.
Plays on quickly, kicks high, up and under. He's looking for Luke Luddick, and great mark, Luke Luddick, ahead of young Zitko. Plays on quickly, the little chip pass, and he's found his teammate there in David Kennedy.
Too far out.
So, yes, I think he's a bit too far out at this stage, but there's some pressure down there now. There's plenty of... advice coming from players, from crowd, from everybody concerned. So, David Kennedy, well outside 50. It's a good looking kick. It's heading goalwards. It's going to be just a fraction short. Big pack there. Oh, mark almost taken there by Hart. Picked up by Warren Foley. He's just hooked it over the shoulder. I think he might have just missed it. He has. So, behind there to Foley. Behind to Werribee, 16-9, 105. They lead North Geelong 15-12, 102, 19 minutes, final quarter.
It's time when you pick your men up here, I think.
Zitko wants to play on from fullback. Gains 20 metres, goes to the right boot long, looking for Russell Hearn. And it kicks over his head, it doesn't sit for him well though. Fogarty's there, he gets ripped off the football, tries to get rid of it. In there, back to Fogarty again. He loses it, tries to keep it in front, kicks it off the ground in the end, pretty close to the boundary line. Buck tries to keep it in, can't do so. McCarthy sees him and the football over the line for a throw-in. So it's 3 points the difference. Werribee Central's in front. We've been playing 19.5 minutes in the final term. It's 50 metres around from the Werribee Central's goal on the outer side half-forward flank. It'll be a boundary throw in. Sean Stewart and Ray Robertson done the rucking all day in the middle for both sides. Stewart uses his body, gets it away. Jones sits for him. No, it doesn't. Off hands, Luddick tries to tap it onto the advantage of Buck. He's usually pretty good in this situation. Turns around and has missed one behind. To Heath Buck. 3 goals. 1 his personal tally. 16-10, 106 Werribee. North Geelong 15-12, 102.
Zitko goes for the short kick into Friars and finds him in the back pocket. Plays on now. Long kick for North Geelong to centre wing. Rasty is the target. He can't take the mark. Comes to ground. Good shepherding there by left chuck, but Rasty gets his foot to the ball. Gets it to Burns at centre wing. In front there, Roland Beck can't take the mark. Flack pushes it forward. David Gibbs picks it up. Sees the lead pulled forward by Michael Rowe. Making a strong mark there ahead of his opponent in Dean Taylor. And can he be the hero, Michael Rowe? He's got 3 to his name. He's 35 metres out, 45-degree angle. And has kicked the goal from 15 metres further out, only 3 or 4 minutes ago. So Michael Rowe, he's gone back a long way. He's outside 50.
I wouldn't mind him, one of the players to give the footy to, North Geelong side. He's pretty accurate.
Oh, Laurie.
So Michael Rowe moves in. Low kick. The North Geelong players are pretty happy. The goal umpire is satisfied it's over his head. So Michael Rowe kicks his 4th, and he's given the North Geelong side the lead. 16-12, 108. They're now in front of Werribee Central, 16-10, 106. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, 21 minutes in the final quarter.
Stewart out of the ruck too. He's gone to centre half forward by the looks of it. They've put Chris Smith in the ruck. So they've heard us, I think. Maybe 10 minutes too late though, Laurie.
Oh, still time there. As Eric said, they've been able to answer most goals today. So
Howlett in there also for Werribee Central. Smith and Robertson, they do battle. Smith gets it down, coming off Fogarty. Kick was smothered. Perkins is there, tries to break free. Price can play advantage. Price has got it. Goes to the left foot towards a wide open. Beck's got the job on Rowe now. He leads in the race. Doesn't sit for him. Elzinger. Rowe again. Goal number 5. He's missed. One behind. 4 goals, 1 his personal tally. And they go to 16-13, 109 North Geelong. Werribee Central 16-10, 106. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 22 minutes played.
Had more time than he thought then, Laurie, actually.
Yes, he probably should have made better of that, but never mind.
Well, the kick in was from Roland Beck. Andrew Howlett punched it backwards in the middle of the ground, but it's all North in the middle of the ground. It's Darryl Jones. He finds
Rowe.
Michael Rowe again. He's outside 50 on this occasion. Decides to play on. Goes goalwards. It's a long kick. I tell you what. Well, be another one. Fantastic shepherding there by Jason Rasty. And Michael Rowe's kicked his 5th. He could be the match winner. So here comes North Geelong. Gee, can Werribee answer the challenge? 17-13, 115 is North Geelong. 16-10, 106 Werribee Centrals. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. 23 minutes now in the final quarter.
You see Corey Lockwood in the hands of the trainers too. Got a heavy bump in that clash that got Paul Price the free kick, or Paul Price the advantage from the free kick. So he's outside the square at the moment, and they need somebody in there. Price and Hearn are in there. And there's only 3 of them in there. Lockwood, well, he walked in, it was okay, thought he was in trouble. Hearn wrapped up, free kick, no. Held to him, said the umpire.
Good decision.
And Peter Gray holds him. So it's just on the attacking side of the centre circle for Werribee Centrals. It's 8 points of difference. North Geelong, Michael Rowe, the star in the final term. Smith gets it to Luddick. Handball was okay to Delaney. His handball even further towards Taylor. Coming at him was McCall. Little kick around the corner's okay to Hart. And he takes the mark in front of Carlo O'Toole. 45 metres out.
Bloke on his own, the goal square.
He goes long now with the right boot. No, he's missed it. And it's pushed through for 1 behind. So 2 behind his personal tally. They go to 16-11, 107 Werribee. North Geelong 17-13, 114 Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 24 minutes played.
So awaiting the return of the football to Mario Zitko in the goal square. Well, goes for the chip pass again and has found Paul Price in the back pocket. He hasn't got much to go to. So he goes back across the face of the goal to Darryl Jones. Nobody on the mark. They're prepared to concede the first kick. Now they've gone the chip again to Carlo O'Toole. So North Geelong, they used a bit of time. They've kicked it wide. Oh, mark taken just inside the line by young Perkins. Now he goes long. He's gone to Lockwood. Almost takes the mark in front of our broadcast. It's a great work by Lockwood in good play. Poked the ball along the line. and found the safety of the boundary line in front of our broadcast position. 24.5 minutes final quarter. Boundary umpire puts it in. Robertson and Smith. Ball comes in front of the pack. Lockwood, little handball to Perkins. Perkins over to Price. Price looking for... well played by North Geelong. They had no intention of going anywhere but the boundary line, but they did it well. Price handball to Lockwood, who just pushed it over. So we do it again in front of our broadcast position. Robertson and Chris Smith nullified the throw in, and Robertson's battled pretty well all day, hasn't he?
He's done well all day. He's been up against a class player, and his last quarter's been magnificent. Last quarter and a bit.
Ball in once again. Robertson in front. Looks for the boundary, and Laurie almost could have reached out of the commentary position and taken the ball there. But it's over the boundary line again. 25 minutes gone. In comes Chris Smith. Goes for the big punch. Picked up there by Chris Delaney. Eludes a tackle on the left foot. Drives to centre half forward. Big fly. Ball not taken. Comes to ground. Wise heads. It's Gibbs. And
that was well concealed as well.
Yes, he found the safety of the boundary very comfortably, and I think they can see the clock ticking down. Almost 26 minutes now, final quarter. North Geelong in the ascendancy. Robertson tapped down to Perkins. Perkins off a step. He's gained 45 metres on that occasion, and the ball forced to the boundary line once again. But it's now heading towards half forward flank for the North Geelong side. They lead 17-13. To Werribee Central, 16-11, 26 minutes gone.
7 points of difference. Boundary throw in, half forward flank. Short throw in front. Smith. Ratchie from the side does well. Left foot kick around the corner. Hopkins and Flack. Goes to the front of the pack. Howlett in there also fighting hard for it. Tripped over. Perkins is there as well. Keeps it in front of him. Surrounded. He's got Gibbs in support. That's David. Pretty close to the boundary line. Cook tries to break free. He ripped off the football. Pretty close still to the boundary line. They see it over now for a throw in. 55 metres around from the North Geelong goal. That's where the Magpies want it. And Werribee have to try and break free from here. So they run back for the ruck contest. It'll be left chook. Now it'll be Smith now. Smith there with Rathje. Short throw in again. Hearn in front. Tries to take it out of the ruck. Does so. Rides a bump. Gets a left foot kick free towards one out. Rowe against Beck. Rowe. Beck does well. Sees it through for a behind to the North Geelong side. So they go to 17-14. 115. They lead at Werribee Central 16-11. 107. On the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 27 minutes played.
116, perhaps.
116, is it?
I think Roland Beck's gone wide to the outer side. Gee, it's all North Geelong over there. David Gibbs. Tried to handball over the opponent, but it's picked up there by Lockwood. Handball back to Price for North Geelong. Price now back toward the goal there, but Roland Beck, well, he didn't take the mark, so the umpire calls play on. Gee, will he penalise him for holding the ball? He doesn't. Gee, he might have been very fortunate there. Probably should have taken the mark in the first place and didn't. 28 minutes gone, final quarter. North Geelong with the ball deep in their forward line. Umpire puts the ball in the air. Chris Smith and Rathje. Rathje gets the ball to ground. Who was that? Kicked it off the ground. Looked like Flack, but the ball is marked by Hawks just outside the 10 metre square. Now he plays on. Goes wide to centre wing. Oh, good mark in front there by Heath Buck. He's a long way up the ground. Half-back flank. Buck off a step. Goes towards the boundary line. Sean Stewart on centre wing. Takes the strong mark ahead of Darryl Jones. And Jones, of course, is just holding things up at the moment. And the old experienced head there didn't let Stewart get hold of the footy. Now he plays on. Looks for Chris Delaney. Can't take the mark on centre wing. Coming through as strongly as Perkins. He can't get a kick. Coming in is Cook there for Werribee. He can't pick it up. Finally, Lockwood does. Handball back to Price. Price of North Geelong now. Long kick, and that might be the lifesaver because it's gone to the Simon Flack has taken the magnificent one-handed mark. And on half-forward flank, Simon Flack at 29 minutes in the final quarter has taken the mark. He's going to put it long to the head of the goal square. Up there is Jason Rathje. He can't take the mark. Come to ground. Roland Beck comes clear with the footy. Goes looking for anybody in the centre of the ground, but the only person he finds is Russell Hearn. Hearn of North Geelong. 29 minutes gone. He's got a player loose in the middle, and it's David Gibbs. He's got a player wide, and he finds him in McCall, is it?
Yep.
And he takes the mark. So North Geelong I think it's safe for them now.
I think they're home.
McCall sees the lead coming from full forward. It's Ratchie, and I tell you what, he has led Leftchuk a merry dance for most of today, and this would probably seal it because it's almost 30 minutes final quarter. Siren not too far away. Jason Ratchie 45 metres out, directly in front, the opportunity to seal the game. Ratchie moves in. Well, it's not a bad looking kick, but well, the mark has been taken by Ray Robertson just inside the behind line, and if it wasn't all over before, it will be shortly. So, well, he played on to Paul Price. Price back to Michael Rowe, and this will be the seal of Michael Rowe. He's kicked goal number 6, and that's the ball game. 18-14, 122 North Geelong. They lead Werribee Central 16-11-107. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard 30.5 minutes final quarter.
I'm glad the big fella's not there.
8 goals in the last quarter, North Geelong.
The fat man would be singing.
He would be, wouldn't he? He'd be warbling in Hamilton tonight, I think, if he finds out. If you're listening, Dick, they're home. The boys are
I
home.
reckon he'll be on the phone now.
Oh, unbelievable. So 18-14, 122, 15 points in front of Werribee Central, 16-11, 107. Well, if North Geelong didn't think they were contenders before, they definitely know now. They're genuine contenders. Don't worry about that. Smith gets it away. Jones gives it to Lockwood. He gives it to Hearn. Their midfield's done very well today. Hearn goes towards half forward. Elsinger turn around and stop fighting with Andrew Hawkes and get the footy. Flack has given it away to Price. His handball to Ratchie at centre half forward. He goes with the handball to Chris Fryers, running off the wing, goes towards David Gibbs. Also across there is Cook. Cook leads in the race for the football, wants the safety of the boundary line, hasn't found it yet. Michael Rowe's there again. He gives it away, free kick over the shoulder. Oh. Michael Rowe will get it. He's having an absolutely fantastic final term.
He'll kick this.
And he's kicked 6 goals, 1 this afternoon.
Actually, whoever kicked the ball, they
has
didn't
kicked the goal,
they didn't pay advantage.
I know,
Went through
kicked
the
the goal.
goals.
I'd say it was Michael Rowe, wasn't it? But it will come back. And
Troy Elsinger's
Hawksy were having a
him and Hawksy were exchanging phone numbers, I think. And probably
a wise move.
Yeah, wise move.
Wise move.
Elsinger off the ground. And it will be Michael Rowe in the right forward pocket. In the right forward pocket. Michael Rowe. He's... Well, Michael Rowe. He's
kicked it.
Oh, he's kicked it. Don't tell me. Oh, no. He's kicked goal number 7 from the right forward pocket. Impossible angle. Michael Rowe, 7 goals. I think that's 5 in the last quarter for him. Unbelievable. 19-14, 128. They lead Werribee Central 16-11, 107. And that is on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 32.5 minutes played. And that is the ball game at Osborne Park.
Pretty powerful last quarter, Laurie.
Yeah, really good, Eric. You know, they ran on right from the... When they run the ball down, they look very, very good, North Geelong, and they've got to remember that. They've got to be prepared to tuck the ball under their arm and run a bit and run through the lines and kick the ball long.
Ball back in the middle, 33 minutes gone, final quarter.
It's a long quarter.
Certainly is, a lot of goals kicked. Chris Smith gets a tap down to Andrew Howley. He's tackled by Ratchie. Ball comes to ground. In the middle there, picked up again by Howley. Oh, wild handball to nobody. Picked up at centre half back by McCarthy. Long left foot kick to centre half forward. And Simon Flack has taken the mark on his chest ahead of his opponent there in Hopkins. And good. There it goes. Well, the siren has sounded, so the game is over. North Geelong have won the game, but Simon Flack has the kick from 60 and has the opportunity to increase the winning margin. And who knows, at the end of the day, percentage might be very, very important. So Simon Flack from about 60. That's a huge kick from him. And tell you what, only had to be online. It was well over the fence, but he has kicked it behind. So the final score on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard will be 19-15, 129. That's North Geelong. They've defeated Werribee Central 16-11, 107. Buckley's Entertainment final scoreboard. Well, what a sensational finish.
Unbelievable. In the final term, it was, well, North Geelong. They kicked 9 goals for, and Werribee Central's kicked 3 goals for. And in the end, it was 19-15, 129. They defeated Werribee Central 16-11, 107. The goal kickers for North Geelong: 7 goals to Michael Rowe, 5 in the final term, 3 each to Jason Rathje and Simon Flack, 2 to Paul Price, and singles to Corey Lockwood, Daniel Gibbs, David Gibbs and Paul Asikas. While for Werribee Central's 4 to Andrew Howlett, 3 each to Luke Luddick and Heath Buck, and 2 to David Kennedy. Singles to Warren Foley, Dean Taylor, Sean Fogarty and Stephen Cook. But, well, North Geelong, a 9-goal final term. They were 14 points down at three-quarter time. They look gone for all money. They've kicked 9 goals for in the final term, and they have won by 22 points. A fantastic turnaround, and North Geelong boys, they're racing off. I'd say they'll be racing off over towards the fans, and they've put on a show today in the last quarter, a 9-goal last quarter, and they have beaten Werribee Centrals after, well, it makes things interesting because at three-quarter time, Bannockburn were down at the top of the table.
You want the sensation of the day?
Yeah, the sensation of the day.
Just had word over the lines that the ball was in the air as the siren sounded at Richmond Crescent. It continued in the air through the goals for Bannockburn. They've won by 2 points.
So the Tigers stay alive. I can't believe it. They've won by 2 points.
3 points.
3 points. We'll be back with all the final scores and the final siren thanks to White Cross Healthcare here at Osborne Park. It's supercharged here. The North Geelong boys are singing the song in front of the supporters, in front of the social club here. 22-point win of the Magpies, and they've defeated Werribee Centrals. We'll take a break.